What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of A Road to Glory. Today's video, I've sold some items as you can see. I managed to sell one of the informs. I sold a few of the players that I picked up for some of the squad building challenges that have previously gone on. Of course, this footage is a few days behind. It's currently Wednesday night about 10:30. The new video has just gone up 30 minutes ago. And I switched to this formation. I was going to try and give a 4-1-2-1-2 run a go again. So we've got De Gea in goal, Bellerin at right back, Smalling at centre back, and Eric Bailly as our other centre back. I then went with Gael Clichy at left back. I decided to go with Nemanja Matic in at CDM. We've got Kante at the right centre mid spot. We've got Costa at the left centre mid spot. We have got Firmino at the cam spot. Very nice card indeed. Rashford SBC as one striker and Hazard on 7 chem as our second striker. And I just, as I said in the last episode, I'm trying a whole bunch of different things, different formations, different player instructions, different custom tactics. And when I find something that works, I'll be sure to make a video on exactly what it is and try and explain in detail exactly why it works. But I'm not there yet, even at this point. By the way, guys, I know it gets mentioned sometimes. Some people don't notice it. I know I swallow a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why. When I talk a lot of saliva builds up. If I don't swallow it, it'll just drool out my mouth. So I apologise if it annoys you or offends you. It's one of those little things that I do and I've always done, and I'm not going to stop doing because I just can't. I don't know how. If you know how to let me know how to stop it, then that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't have many questions for today's video, because I want to try and give more detailed breakdowns on some of the responses for some of the questions that I have got. One thing I've been seeing a lot recently though, which is actually, let me take that first question as well, is people thinking that I've spent money on this account, and I think I know why they think that. So the comment is from Johnny Dory, and he says, your road to glory is pointless if you spend money on it. Fuji is way better. Whilst I don't necessarily dispute the fact that Fuji is better, Fuji has got a fantastic road to glory. He's a better player than me. He constantly finishes top 100. His is very, very good. And of course, everyone's entitled to their opinion as to who is who is their favourite YouTuber or what series they favour, etc., etc. But I haven't spent any money on this account. I haven't bought coins. I haven't bought FIFA points. I think what a lot of people think is, on my main channel, they see me do squad building challenges on that channel to get the cards. I think they think that this is that account. It's not the same account. It's two separate accounts. I have one account which is like my main account, where I spend lots of money on FIFA points. I have all the best players, every single SBC card, unlimited coins, and I only really use it for like Fatal or for squad builders or for pack openings or for SBC videos. And then I have this account where I do everything without spending any money, and I have a draft account where I only play draft, nothing else, where I've also not spent any money, and then I also have a bronze pack account where all I do on that account is just open bronze packs. Interestingly, on the bronze pack account, I'm up to nearly 100,000 coins through nothing but opening bronze packs. On this account, I've got millions of coins worth of assets, whether it be in untradables or in tradables, in consumables. I've got a lot of stuff on this account and a fantastic record. On my draft account, I've got like 1.1 million in coins and probably about another 300,000 to 400,000 in assets within the account as well that I just haven't sold yet. And then on my main account, I've got like 600,000 coins and some stuff. So on the account that I've spent the most money on, I've arguably got like the least on, apart from the bronze pack, really. But the reason why I picked this comment out as well is because I've seen a fair few comments about it, and I get tweeted about it a lot. And like, I tweeted an Instagram picture yesterday of my untradables in my club, like of the special cards that I've got. And people are like, oh my god, like you YouTubers spend way too much money on this game and stuff. And like, I don't think people believe that I haven't spent any money. So I offer this question to anyone that's watching and doesn't believe. If there is any episode where you can see an anomaly, where you think I have bought FIFA points or where you think I have bought coins, please point it out to me and I will show you what happened within that period of time as to why it went. Because some people say, oh, why did this bronze player, that bronze player, and this bronze player sell for 10k when they're not worth that? Because they watched a video today that's like 6 weeks old, and what happens is the 6-week-old video is when the Go Ahead Eagles players were selling for 10k because the Mark Overmars SBC was around, whereas now they're only worth 200 coins. So people see that kind of stuff and they're like, oh, he must be cheating. Well, it's not cheating, it's just playing the market to the best of my ability. So there's that. The first question, the next question we've got is Football Will Go says, "Hi Nep, I've been asking this for a long time. I packed De Gea. When do you think I should sell him? Thanks, I love the content." Well, I appreciate the fact that you love the content, dude. And I say this to you, I will say this to everybody. I'm not going to tell you how to sell, when to buy, or what to do with your club and your coins. All I'm going to do is do what I feel like I should do with my account, and if you wish to follow that method, feel free to do so. I've invested in certain things before that's gone wrong. I've invested in certain things before that's gone right. And if you wish to follow my trends, then go right ahead. But I'm not going to sit here and say to you, sell your De Gea now, because in a week's time, there might be an SBC that absolutely imperative that De Gea gets put into it. At the same time, in a week's time, there might be an unbelievable amount of 125k packs released where every single person gets unlimited amounts of 125k packs, and there's a billion De Geas on the market and he's worth 5k. I don't know, I can't predict the trends of the market. What I'll say is this: if you've got De Gea in your team or just in your club doing nothing and the coins could be better served elsewhere in your club, sell him, get the coins, use it, have fun with the coins, job done. If, however, you use De Gea and you play with him, why would you sell him? I honestly don't know the answer to the question, because there is no right or wrong or answer or like this or that. It's not a case of should I sell him today or should I sell him tomorrow, and then tomorrow should I sell him today or should I sell him tomorrow. It's a case of, do you need the coins? If you don't, no point selling him now. Maybe wait until his price might go up, or if you feel like it's good value for him, sell him off. If you do need the coins, sell him now. Wait, maybe like track it for 24 hours and see how his price fluctuates and sell it at the most opportune time. And just basically figure it out for yourself, because I can't tell you what to do with your account and your coins, because only you know what you need and what you don't. So unfortunately, that's all I've got for you on that one. Gary Mull says, "Hey Nep, do you plan on streaming Foot Champs games at any stage? Would love if you did that, like so he can see." My intention was always to stream Foot Champs and potentially even on YouTube. One of the biggest problems I have, is if I stream it on Twitch, I can't record the gameplay separately, and I don't like the quality of the gameplay when it's from Twitch. You know, the Division 1 stuff that I've done so far on Twitch that I've then put to YouTube, I just don't like the quality of it. It's not high enough standard, and that's because it's just like a rip of the stream. It does record it separately. It's not like a direct download of the stream, but it's just not good enough. It looks really framey, really faint. The colors aren't very good, and I don't like it basically. So on that note, I need to figure out a way how to record the gameplay separately at a high quality, and then I would happily play a bit more. But one of the other reasons why I don't want to play on stream, and people have a reasonable excuse for this, but one of the main reasons why I don't want to play on stream is because of stream snipers. I see it with every YouTuber and streamer, whether it be Inception, Castro, Nick, Gorilla, Java, it doesn't make any difference. Like, people play differently when they know who they're playing against, and it gives them an unfair advantage. And I'm happy to play against subs, and we spoke about this before. I will, probably next week, I'll start playing against subs a lot more often. Start playing against subs. I want to do like a mini series within this series where, you know, once or twice a week, I just sit there for a few hours, just accept any game invites that come in, make a video on it, and see how we go. But in general, like stream snipers, they know more about you. Like, what you got to remember is you've seen my gameplay over and over and over. You know how I attack, you know how I defend, you know what my strengths are, you know what my weaknesses are. So when you come into a game with me, you have an advantage already that I couldn't possibly have, because I don't know who you are, how you play, or what you do. And whilst that's not necessarily the be-all and end-all, it definitely makes it more frustrating, especially because people always have the stick-it-to-the-man kind of attitude. Like, if you ever watch Nick stream, when he comes up against someone who plays against him knowing who it's him, they just play like negative FIFA. They play anti-FIFA, and I don't know if I could handle regular anti-FIFA from people that just play Foot Champs and play that way anyway, and then more and more games from people who are doing it just to try and annoy me and get under my skin and frustrate me personally, rather than just because they want to win the game. With that being said as well, even to this day, when people know that it's me and they come up against me in Foot Champs, they always play like dicks. They always go like part of the bus, counter-attack. They just possession whore. They hold the ball in the corner. They run around like in draft and stuff. They'll shush you. They'll give you the "can you hear me?" It's weird, right? Because when I was coming up as a YouTuber, and even before I started YouTube, it was like it was an honor for me to play with or against the people that I watched. Like if I ever got the chance to play against like Philpot or Barca Boy, it was an honor to play against them. If I ever got the chance to play against any YouTuber or any streamer, whether it be FIFA or COD, because I played a lot of COD back then, I used to love it. If I ever dropped into a lobby and like one of the Optic guys was in there, I would just be like, wow, like I can't believe I'm playing with or against this guy. And it was, for me, it was an enjoyable like moment to game with someone that I enjoy watching. In today's society, when people come up against someone that they watch or know of or enjoy, it's a negative experience. You don't see it often. It's not always a negative experience, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are wondering like, hold on, like I'm not that kind of guy, and I wouldn't, I would agree that there are a lot of people out there. By the way, I did do 2 more SBCs. You can see them on the screen now. I did KURZAWA and JUANFRAN. We'll talk about that a bit more in a second, but overall, it's just a negative gaming experience when fans come up against YouTubers or streamers or social media entertainers because they want so desperately to beat them for bragging rights that it just turns into a screw you and everything you do and everything you stand for. And you see it like with Castro, with Nick. Like Nick was playing against the guy the other day, and the guy was it might have actually been Castro. And the guy was like down the mic just hurling abuse, not like banter abuse either, like oh, you're streaming, you're a dick, you're this, you're. It was like actual abuse. I can't remember who it was towards. I'm sure you guys remember. I know you guys watched the pair of them a lot, and it was unreal how much abuse they were getting just because of who they were. And I just can't be bothered to deal with that. If I'm honest, I can't be bothered to sit there on stream and have people purposely trying to play against me, searching at the right time to try and match up against me, to make my gaming experience worse for nothing other than the sake of making my game experience worse. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to play in that. It's not something that interests me at all. So basically, because of what I've seen and experienced from watching other streamers play live, and because of what I've seen and experienced from when I've come up against people that know who I am, I just don't want to play live. And obviously some people would say, why not just put a delay on your stream? The problem with putting a delay on the stream is then if somebody talks to me in chat and I respond to that, they're not going to hear that back for like 2 or 3 minutes, and that's just pointless. It's just it's not something that interests me. And yet, I know some people are probably saying just man up, like it's just a game, don't take it seriously, but that's the whole problem. Like people do take it too seriously to the point where they negatively infer themselves on your experience. And yeah, I just don't want that. I just genuinely just don't want that as part of my day. Foot Champs is stressful enough as it is. I wanna have fun when I'm playing FIFA. I don't want to go into every game feeling like I'm being put under more pressure and more stress. It's just not worth it for me, for my mental health, and it won't be worth it for my viewers when they see me getting angry and me getting agitated at the game. It won't be a fun experience for anyone at all. So that's why I decided from now on pretty much to not stream Foot Champs. I stream through the week, like not this week because the SBC's been coming out at midnight, so I've wanted to be around for them. But in general, I'm happy to stream through the week, division games, tournament games, games against subscribers where we're outside of the pressure cooker that is Foot Champs. But in Foot Champs, I want to give it my full attention, my full focus, and I basically just want to do as best as I can to win as many games as I can. And unfortunately, on stream, I'm unable to do that. Now, these SBCs that I did, the KURZAWA and JUANFRAN, the reason why I did them is because I felt they were good value for money, even if I didn't use them. I know you guys know that I turned down a lot of the SBCs. I could have done a few of them. I didn't do a few of them. The reason why I went for these 2 specifically were because they were very well budgeted and they can be useful within the team. I want to pick up as many special untradeable cards as I can throughout the end of the year because we make so much money in this draft, in this road to glory, just because of how successful we are in Foot Champs. So I'm happy to like send off coins. I think it was like less than 30,000 coins for KURZAWA and I think less than 40,000 coins for JUANFRAN, I'm okay with that. And sure, eventually there's going to be a card that's better than those for like 15k as an inform or something, but I don't care. Like, you know, I get fun and enjoyment out of doing the squad builder challenges. I think you guys enjoy watching them. I love playing with the untradeable players more than I love playing with the tradable players. I enjoy pack pulled first owner more than I don't, and there's no logical reason behind it. They don't play better or anything. I just enjoy it more. Basically what I'm saying is, like, this JUANFRAN card, even if he got like an 87 rated inform, I would probably still use the blue card because it's pack pulled and blue, rather than use the inform, just because I enjoy that aspect of the game so much more. The Pink Goat says, "Hey Nep, do you think you should have a place where you can store untradeable duplicate players so you can use them in squad builder challenges and then just put them back in your club?" Just a thought, love the vids, man. Yes, basically, I think they should offer so many more alternatives as to what you can do. For example, if you open a bronze pack or just a gold pack, let's say you open a gold pack and you get 2 duplicate players in there that are tradable but just sit there in your club, why can you not then take those 2 and put them into the gold SBC upgrade instead of discarding them and just store them there instead, and then eventually when you fill it up you can trade it in and you get the other pack? Why do you either have to discard them or have to send them to your trade pile? I think it would be awesome if EA just completely changed the way you could handle your players into the SBCs, so that you could literally just sit there, farm them off into the SBCs, boom, get the upgrade pack, farm them into the SBCs, get the upgrade pack. Something that FIFA Mobile does that I think FIFA should adopt itself is, okay, it has an item limit where you can only have up to 1,200 items as like untrade. So it gives you a 1,200 item limit, like catalog, I suppose. Like you have like an area within the game, like a tab where you can hold 1,200 cards, right? Players, consumables, whatever. If you put 100 of these cards into a plan, which is like a squad builder challenge, it removes those from the 1,200 limit, so you have 100 extra spaces. You obviously wouldn't be able to take them back out again because your 1,200 is full up, but I don't know why FIFA don't do something like that. So what that means is you can have 7 of the same player just sat in your club, and you're probably thinking, well, you have a trade pile for that. That's where you could do it. But the trade pile is uncomfortable because you can't go to your squad builder challenge and take those players and put them into the squad builder challenge. Like in FIFA Mobile, you can put the exact same bronze player 10 times in the upgrade thing to get your bronze trophy pack, and it's the same as the upgrade method for FIFA. But you can't put the exact same player in the bronze upgrade 10 times. You have to put 11 different players in. So I think it would be prudent for EA to give like a holding zone for squad builder challenge players where all your duplicates can just go to a holding zone that holds, say, 500 players, and they're all just duplicates, or anything you want can just go in that holding zone, and then you can go to your squad builder challenge section. You could just, instead of having to go through your club, you could just go straight into the holding zone, bang, 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 upgrade, get that pack, bang, 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 upgrade all those 500 players to the packs, and now you've got an empty holding zone again. I think that would be good. On that same note, we spoke about this in a previous video, EA have to give us an untradeable section, especially considering how many untradables are in the game now and how easy it is to get untradeable cards. In previous FIFAs, it was unlikely you got untradables unless you got them from an untradable pack that EA gifted you. Now, you can develop untradeable packs, you can get untradeable informs, untradeable squad builder challenge cards, untradeable regular cards. And to get to them, like for me personally, I have 5,000 players in this club. Most of them are bronze, quite a lot of them are silver or gold, but most of them are bronze. If I want to get to the untradeable section of my bronze players, I literally have to go through like 400 pages of bronze cards to get there. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I definitely think they need to put that in the game. Maurice DeSisto says, what is your opinion on this? EA need to be more creative with SBCs. They are called squad building challenges, and he emphasizes the word challenges. And so far, the only challenge is hybrid leagues and hybrid nations. Through Footmas, I would like to see something like this as a requirement. And he lists requirements such as player quality, exactly silver, exactly 2 players above 90 pace, exactly 2 players below 50 pace, exactly 2 goalkeepers, no more than 2 players from the same club, minimum of 90 chemistry, and exactly 3 leagues. Not necessarily these requirements, but something involving player stats and unique requirements to make it a challenge to build and not the expense to build. And I wholeheartedly agree with you. Because we now have a formula for how to build the team rating, and because it's so easy to get the chemistry on the ones that EA are offering, these are no longer squad building challenges. They're just squad builders. They're just here's your prize for dumping in this. And what you'll find is every day that these Futmas ones are coming out, there will be a cheapest method, and then that will be popularized, and then there'll be a new cheapest method, and then that will be popularized, and about 10 times throughout the day a new cheapest method comes around of exactly how to do it, and it gets shown through the community, and boom, before you know it, everyone's got this SBC for as cheap as possible. But with what you're offering, and I agree, it offers more opportunities to do it, and more of a challenge to do it. I would love to see a squad builder challenge where it's like you have to have, you know, 4 players in the team only, so one of those weird ones that's 4 players, but you have to have 1 player with 2 stats less than 70, 1 player with 5 stats less than 50, 1 player with 4 stats more than 80, and 1 player with, you know, 1 stat more than 90, and you have to have 20 chemistry, so you need 1 soft link between 1 of each of the players. Something like that, something truly challenging would be amazing. I think that would be good, but ultimately I would love to see more variance in the way that they set these challenges up, because they're pretty generic, they're pretty easy. Throw in an inform or a Movember card or a special card and a few high rated cards, and follow the formula to get the rating, and just go and buy the cheapest versions of all the players that are required for you, and boom, you've got yourself your squad builder challenge. No challenge there, no difficulty in that. I would absolutely love to see something something a little bit different, basically. I think what you saw in this video, guys, was me getting relegated out of Division 1 with this team. Lo and behold, the 4-1-2-1-2 wasn't for me. As you can see on the screen now, I switched back to the 4-3-2-1. Yes, I am moving into Division 2 again. I don't mind taking a relegation. You know, I stuck with the 4-1-2-1-2 for the whole division, for the whole of Division 1. I could have switched back halfway through when I realised, oh crap, I might not make it to stay in Division 1. But the divisions don't mean anything to me. Divisions are there for me to test out new things and see if they work against a high caliber of opponent. And that formation and those custom tactics and those player instructions that I had on, they didn't work for me. So I went back to something that I knew. I put in some new formations, some new custom tactics, some new player instructions, and we're going to go through Division 2 back up into Division 1 now and see if that's more applicable to us. Yamil33 says, hey Nep, Merry Christmas from Puerto Rico. What up, bro? He says, do you think EA should upgrade skill moves in informs if they score a goal that requires good dribbling? Please like so he could see. Yes, and I think they should upgrade weak foot on informs if they score a goal that gets them an inform from their weak foot. I don't know why they don't. They could be far more creative with the upgrades. Again, it's just it's something I hope they address, and obviously with squad building challenges and with foot champs, they are brand new this year. You know, hopefully next year they'll work on them. They will advance. They will, you know, listen to the community and create the things that we're asking for to aid us in playing their game. But in general, that I agree with you. I agree with you. Turtle 101 MLG 369 scope says, Yo Nep, I have a question that's been bothering me for a while and I was hoping you'd be able to answer it. My question is, what makes a good FIFA player, and what are these broken game mechanics and OP moves and skills you always mention? Would be much appreciated. You can answer, and keep up the amazing work. Well, we don't have too much time left available right now, but ultimately, like, broken game mechanics are just things in the game that are super strong and work no matter pretty much what the player you have is. This year, the low driven shots are very broken. This year, counter attack as an option on the D-pad is very broken. This year, what else is broken this year? The LB sprint boost is very broken. In previous years, not last year but the year before, in FIFA 15, the step over exit was broken because when you did the step over and then like cut in at a 90-degree angle, the body motion, the motion that the player took, the animation of the player meant that no matter what, he would keep hold of the ball. So even if somebody put in a pinpoint accurate tackle 1 billion times in a row, that step over body feint exit animation would mean that you come away from the attacker with the ball regardless of the situation. So the best players in FIFA are the players that are able to recognize what's broken and then implement it into their game and use it to their advantage. So that's what. Maybe we'll talk about this a little bit more in a future episode because we've run out of time for today. But guys, I do appreciate the support you continue to give on the video. If you could drop a thumbs up on today's video, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.